I'm Victoria, and welcome back to Her Happy Mind Yaps, where I'm using my master's in positive psychology to show you that happiness isn't just skill, it's luck. And on today's episode, it's all going to be about the science behind change and why change is hard. And leaving our comfort zone is something that's going against our biology. So let's get started. This is a perfect time of year to listen to this video, but if you are wanting change in routine, save this or send it to someone to give them a reminder that it's not just you, it's just our biology. Because every time we try to change something in our lives, the same thing happens. We feel motivated, we feel inspired, ready, we set goals, we want a new routine, we want like a new job or new things that will fulfill us, maybe a healthier relationships with others or with ourselves. And then one day, a few days later, a few weeks, if you're lucky, a few months, we stop cold turkey. And most people assume that means something is wrong with them. They think they lack discipline. They think they lack motivation or confidence. What if I'm telling you right now that nothing is wrong with you at all? And it has little to do with actually willpower and everything to do with how your brain is wired. So today we're going to talk about comfort zones, not in that cliche way, but more through the neuroscience and happiness science and why our brain hates change. You can look at past episodes as well because I deep dive into this, but this is going to be more of why discomfort always feels intense and how to train our brain so discomfort doesn't stop you from becoming who you actually want to be. Let's dive into why the comfort zone feels super safe. And this is because most people think the comfort zone is actually supposed to feel like comfort, ease, feeling good, but neurologically, it's not. Your comfort zone is all about familiarity. Your brain loves what it can predict. It loves predicting this is going to happen next. So even if that one thing isn't making you happy, from a neuroscience perspective, your brain's number one job is not happiness. First of all, it's not fulfillment and it's not growth. It's survival. Survival is easiest when outcomes are known. So that's why people stay in jobs they don't like, relationships that they don't feel aligned in, or habits that they know aren't good for them. But it's not because they're weak. It's because their brain prefers a more familiar discomfort over an unfamiliar unknown. It's crazy. It's honestly wild. Your brain doesn't ask, is this making me happy? It asks, is this predictable? And that distinction really changes everything. And once you know that, just from listening in the first few minutes, you can start making changes. And so the neuroscience of change talks about the uncomfortability of when you try something new, your brain like signals it as like, oh, red flag, it's uncertain, I don't know what's going to happen. And then that uncertainty triggers your amygdala. Your brain's threat detection system literally starts going off in your brain. Even if you're trying to do a new sport or hanging out with new friends, there's like sirens going off. And it can't distinguish between physical danger and psychological uncertainty. So a new habit, a new boundary, a new sport, a new direction, a new friend, your brain always reads as potential threat, potential threat, potential threat, and stress hormones increase, your cortisol raises, your adrenaline kicks in, and you feel doubt, tension, hesitation. And here's the part that most people don't realize is that new behaviors require more energy. Your brain has to work harder. It uses more glucose. It has to build new neural pathways. So, of course, there's a lot of resistance. Your brain is basically saying, why are we doing this the hard way when the old way still works? So, that discomfort you feel is not weakness. It's your nervous system trying to keep you safe, and it's working overtime to keep up with what this unfamiliar environment is all about. So, this is where people go wrong. They feel this discomfort, they feel this fear, and they assume that what they're doing is something wrong. They think, maybe this isn't for me. I'm not confident enough. I'm not good enough. I should wait until I feel ready. That's a good one. Everyone waits. But neuroscience tells us something important. Discomfort is often a sign of neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to change. And change feels unstable at first, right? Doing something new feels crazy, unstable, new. And new neutral pathways are weak because they're automatic. And so when something feels awkward, uncomfortable, unfamiliar, that's not a sign to stop. So please stop starting and stopping and starting and stopping things because it means your brain is learning. Nothing is wrong with you. You're not broken, you're not behind, you're just early in the process, and you need to trust yourself that your brain is working overload right now to adapt these new things. So let's talk about how to actually work with our brains, not against it. Number one, shrink the threat. Make your goals smaller than your ego wants them to be. So now you're tricking your ego. You're tricking your ego to say, no, I am actually, look, I just did skiing for the first time and I'm flying down the bunny hill, but it doesn't matter. I'm not trying a circle or a square or a black diamond. Number two, name the discomfort. Say it to yourself. This is my nervous system learning. This is my nervous system learning something new. It's okay. Labeling those emotions reduces the threat in your brain and your amygdala. I always have like an emotional wheel with me because once you can label your emotion, it doesn't feel as scary as anymore. I feel awkward. I feel scared. Like it doesn't feel like this big dramatic thing. I'm trying something new. Give yourself a break. Step three is reward effort, not outcome. Celebrate showing up to the gym, trying a new thing, eating a new food. It's not about perfection. Dopamine reinforces consistency, not results. So just show up every single day, big or small, and your brain really doesn't know the difference. It's just that you're still out there keeping going with what you said you're going to do. And here's something we don't talk enough about. Humans are wired to change in groups. We're not supposed to feel isolated. We're not supposed to be doom scrolling all the time by ourselves. When you feel supported, your nervous system calms down. Belief from others lowers your cortisol. It makes risk feel safer. And your support system doesn't have to be with people you know. It can be from a podcast you listen to, right? I have so many best friends and they don't even know I'm their best friend. Like they're in my car all the time. They're in my ears all the time. They probably don't even know I exist, but I listen to them and I trust them. Books can change your perspective. A mentor you follow online or in person, you're still borrowing their beliefs and your brain benefits from this. Follow people that are motivating. Follow people that you get inspired from and that are doing similar things from you. I see so many good Instagram accounts coming up of people showing their life more and showing, oh, I'm trying this for the first time, or this is what it's like being in a relationship with 4 kids, and showing that side of it. Because I think in the new year, a lot of more people are showing the holistic side of their lives, right? It's not just about being happy on Instagram. It's about, are you actually happy in your real life, and showing both of those perspectives. If you want to go deeper, I'm going to offer a few science-backed resources that I love. The first one is the Atomic Habits book by James Clear. Amazing. The next one is The Comfort Crisis, which is fitting for this, by Michael Easter, and Mindset by Carol Dweck. Those are great books. So those would be on the top of my list. And practices I would recommend is like journaling. So this can be journaling after like something happens or you feel triggered or a big day. I like to journal at the end of my day so I can go over my thoughts and how I reacted to things. Practice mindfulness, being more present, the 5 senses. And please, 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 after this, expose yourself to more discomfort. You're building yourself, you're building your brain, you're building your nervous system to say it is safe again. So do things that make you discomfort, because if not, everything's going to feel like a big deal for you. You're going to get anxiety. You're going to get all these things when really we shouldn't be getting all this anxiety of our lives if we're exposed more to discomfort. And I think that's going to be very interesting in the next few years of what comes out of science of like how putting ourselves in discomfort will lower anxiety risks. And I want to leave with this, with my iPod gels on this Sunday morning, is that your comfort zone isn't protecting your happiness. And I don't know who needs to hear that, if it's you or if it's a friend, right, who's always doing the safe thing. It's protecting your nervous system from uncertainty. And those are not the same thing. You want to be happy, but you're actually protecting more of your nervous system than your happiness, because your happiness grows when you do things differently, when you do a new routine, when you know that this routine isn't good for me anymore, so I'm going to try something else. I'm going to go to the gym this time. I'm going to be a better mother or a better father or a better daughter or son or friend. These all things come with discomfort because we are so in our head, we're so in routine that when we stop and think about what we've been doing for the last years or weeks or months or decades, it takes a lot of work to get out of that. Okay, and it's not going to be something that you do the next day. It takes time. And growth doesn't mean forcing yourself. I don't want anyone to be out there like forcing themselves, like Victoria told me I have to do this. It just means teaching your brain that change is safe. Okay. I want you to go out there and yes, I still get nervous all the time when I see new friends, when I go out to restaurants, when I know I'm going to be the first one at the restaurant or the event, and all these things, right? Rumination goes through my mind all the time, but I don't let that stop me from doing things that I know will bring me happiness, that I know will bring me fulfillment and passion and encouragement and motivation. Like I always say, the hardest part of the workout is getting to your workout. Like truly, because no one regrets a workout, but you regret working up early and all these things. And I think that's the biggest thing that we can keep with us in the new year moving forward is that you are far more capable than what you think you are capable of. And it's just a matter of, are you listening to your brain or are you listening to yourself, of understanding that you're leaving your comfort zone is really, really important for your brain health and really, really important for your happiness. So if you like this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this with a friend. I'm so happy that you're here and I'm so grateful that I get to share all these tips with you. Never be shy to reach out to me on Instagram or in the comments. Bye, everyone.